Hi everyone, I'm Ralph and welcome to my hometown Daet, a humble yet beautiful municipality in the province of Camarines Norte. Today I'll take you on a journey through 5 areas of major touristic importance here in Daet. These places are rich not just in beauty, but in culture, faith, history, and natural wonders. And as we explore them, I hope we also become more aware of the importance of preserving and protecting them for us, for future generations, and for the heart of Daet itself.
Our first stop is the St. John the Baptist Parish Church, one of the oldest churches in Daet. Built during the Spanish colonial period by the Franciscan missionaries. In the year 1611, it was established as a parish and the first parish priest assigned was Fray Alfonso de Valderrama. The church was dedicated to St. John the Baptist, whose feast day is celebrated every 24th of June. The church has witnessed countless stories of faith and devotion. Its historical architecture and peaceful atmosphere make it a spiritual haven, not just for locals, but also for visitors seeking connection and reflection. Inside, the stained glass windows light up the altar with vibrant colors, and the quiet reverence of the space invites peace. This church isn't just a religious symbol, it's a cornerstone of Daet's identity, a reminder of the deep faith that binds our people together.
As we visit, let's remember to treat it with respect. Let's appreciate its historical value and help maintain its beauty for future generations.
Next, we find ourselves in the heart of the town, Freedom Park, located in front of the provincial capital of Camarines Norte. It is a green oasis in the middle of urban life where laughter, play, rest, and connection thrive. Here, children run freely, elderly couples enjoy their morning walks, and friends gather for simple moments under the trees. Statues and monuments in the park commemorate our heroes, Wenceslao Binsons, who lead the armed resistance against Japanese during World War II. And Dr. Jose Rizal, our national hero, reminding us of the struggles our ancestors endured for the freedom we enjoy today.
But parks like these are more than just leisure spots. They are essential breathing spaces for our community. As more urban areas grow, it becomes more important to protect and preserve our parks. Keeping them clean, safe, and thriving is a shared responsibility.
Standing proudly nearby is one of Daet's most iconic landmarks, the Bantayog ni Rizal. Built in 1898, it is the first monument ever erected in honor of Dr. Jose Rizal, our national hero, even earlier than the monument in Luneta, Manila. Designed by Lieutenant Colonel Antonio Sanz, the monument is a 3-tiered stone pylon, its square base surmounted by a 2-level triangle, the last one tapering off to a point. Inscribed on the square podium are Rizal's popular novels, Noli Me Tangere, El Filibusterismo, and Morga, a tribute to Antonio de Morga, author of Sucesos de las Islas Filipinas in 1609, where Rizal had his inspiration in writing his 2 novels. This is more than just a statue, it is a statement, a reminder of how Daet has long valued education, freedom, and national pride. Every brick, every inscription carries a piece of history, a call to patriotism that continues to resonate today.
When we visit sites like this, it's not just about taking photos. It's about reflecting on the past, honoring our heroes, and asking ourselves how we can contribute to building a better future.
Our journey continues to the Cathedral of the Most Holy Trinity, the Mother Church of the Diocese of Daet. Its grand architecture and serene surroundings welcome worshippers from all walks of life. It was erected in 1984 and serves as the seat of the Diocese of Daet, which was created by a papal bull on May 27, 1974. Bishop Celestino R. Inberga is the first bishop of the Diocese of Daet. It is here where many important moments in our lives unfold: baptisms, weddings, confirmations, and masses. Beyond its physical beauty, the cathedral represents unity, spiritual strength, and service.
The church has always played a vital role in Filipino life, especially during times of hardship. And as we admire its structure, let's also be reminded of the community it serves and supports.
And finally, we arrive at one of Daet's most famous tourist spots, Bagasbas Beach. Known for its long shoreline, pine gray sand, and strong waves, Bagasbas is a haven for surfers, swimmers, and nature lovers alike. Whether you're watching the sunrise, flying a kite, or just letting the waves wash over your feet, Bagasbas offers a rare sense of peace and freedom. But as beautiful as it is, this coastal paradise is also vulnerable. Pollution, climate change, and irresponsible tourism can damage its ecosystem.
Let's remember that every piece of trash left behind has a lasting effect. If you have future generations to enjoy Bagasbas, as we do now, we must take action. Let's support cleanup drives, practice eco-friendly habits, and raise awareness about coastal preservation.
These 5 places, each one unique, each one telling its own story, represent the soul of Daet. They are more than just destinations. They are chapters of our history, symbols of our culture, and spaces where memories are made.
As we open our hometown to more visitors, let us also open their eyes to the importance of mindful tourism. Let's be the generation that explores with care, respects with love, and preserves with purpose. Because saving these treasures means saving a part of who we are. Thank you for joining me in this tour. I hope this journey inspires you to not only visit Daet, but to protect it, share its stories, and help it shine. Thank you. Bye!